Hello, welcome. Thank you. Hello. Happy holidays. Welcome to the American Museum of Magic. My name is Kevin Rosewood. Welcome to my illusion. As I said, my name is Kevin Rosewood, and I'm excited that you're all here today. We're going to have some fun. My 3 goals for us here, for me: 1, I want to entertain you. Hopefully that's easy. The second thing is to amaze you. And the third thing is to inspire you. All right? There are a couple of rules that I'd like to set out. 1, if you see something that does one of those 3 things, I want to hear a round of applause. Let's give it a shot. The second rule is if something goes terribly wrong, I want to hear a round of applause. That's right. Recently, I was at a coffee shop waiting for my order. A white chocolate mocha, grande size, skim milk, no whipped cream, with an extra shot. You know what I'm talking about, right? And I was reading some different news articles. This one that caught my eye was about Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, and about how they created their empires. How did they get so wealthy? And that made me think a little bit about wealth and what makes us rich. So I started off by thinking about medieval times, as we all do, right? We always start off by thinking medieval times. And how the kings and the queens and the monarchs really had a lot of the wealth. They were the richest people in their kingdoms. So I'm going to ask for 4 of you to come on up here. If I could have 4, you 4 back there, you want to help me out? We'll just get you all 4.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Almost half of everybody. Go ahead and stand. Actually, well, yeah, that's fine. You can stand up here. Yeah. Just go ahead and line right up. Perfect. Yep. Excellent. Wonderful. All right. So, as I was thinking about medieval times, I was thinking about the relationship between the kings and the jokers. There's something about it. I always felt like the jokers had a little bit more going on than what they led to. So I'm going to hand you each a joker here. Go ahead and hold out your hand flat. Perfect. That's 1. Yes, you got it. Wonderful. That's okay. Flat. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Flat. Yes. Wonderful. Excellent. If you need to, you can put your other hand on top just to make sure it's held there tight. We're going to start with this joker right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the joker and we're going to place it second in from the top. There was something about the jokers that made me think that they always had a plan. Go ahead and take the top card and show it off to everybody. You can applaud. All right. Here we go. The next joker. You can go ahead and flip your card over. That's totally fine. We're going to take this joker. We're going to place it in the middle. Something about the jokers made me think that they always were one step ahead. So we've got our 4 jokers here. I mean the cards. And the four kings, okay? We're going to take this next joker, we're going to go even further into the pack here. Even further. You want to push that in? Perfect. Now, something about the jokers made me think they always had a trick up their sleeves. We have 4 jokers. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean the cards. 4 kings. This one's the hardest. Because I think the jokers were actually the ones running it all. We're going to take it and place it at the bottom. Hold on to it for just a second. Yep, you can put your thumb down. When you're ready, go ahead and take a look at that card. Now, it's crazy because the jokers were always one step ahead. They always had a plan. You got it. Maybe the jokers were ruling it all and the kings never existed. Thank you so much. Yes. Feel free to take a seat. Time that out perfectly. All right. That was fun.
Yeah.
All right, good. So, that's the first time I performed that in front of a group of people. Thank you so much. So, as a kid, we're past medieval times, we got past that. As a kid, what brings you wealth? What makes you rich? It's your toys, right? For me, growing up, I enjoyed the Rubik's Cube. Now, believe it or not, there's 43 quintillion different ways that you can mix up a Rubik's Cube. It's 18 zeros. Have any of you found a way to solve a Rubik's Cube?
No.
No. That's okay. Try this one out.
You will.
Let me know if you get it figured out. So while you're doing that, here's what I did, because I sat there and I tried to figure it out for years, and I could never figure it out. But as a kid, I realized I could use a magic paper bag. What makes it magic? I wrote magic on it with a magic marker. So I took up the mixed cube, I took it and I put it into the magic paper bag, just like this. And then I went to sleep. I slept exactly 8 hours, 35 minutes, and 4 seconds. But before I went to sleep, I took that paper bag, threw it under my bed to the monster that was there. When I woke up after that great night's sleep, the first thing I wanted to do was check underneath my bed, go to the monster, and see if the Rubik's Cube was solved. Thank you for solving the Rubik's Cube. That saved me some time.
Good job, Mason.
You have any luck over here?
No.
Oh, okay, keep going.
Nope.
As I got older, you go to school. Middle school was really where I found different books, right? And one of my favorite books that I read in middle school was The Great Gatsby. Now, the Great Gatsby is a book. Have you all read The Great Gatsby? Perfect. We can start class then. It's a book about new money, old money, people finding their wealth, and some people saying that they have money, but not actually having any money. You want to help me out with something?
Sure.
I can take it. Go ahead and hang out right here for me. What I'm going to do, sit down if you want to.
Oh, okay.
You can, yeah, that's really fine. I'm going to ripple through the pages just like this. And I'm going to have you tell me stop. When you say stop, you're going to look at the first word on this page here. Got it? You ready?
Stop.
Right here. Got it? All right, perfect. I want you to think of that word. The first letter S.
Yes.
this person. For the first time, can you say the word that you're thinking of? Before you go, I've got these magic crayons. What makes them magic? I took a magic marker and wrote magic on it. I need everybody to get a crayon. Could you do that for me?
Yes.
Crayons are one of the first times we experience art. Art's another way that we can find wealth. Whether we're an artist or whether we're viewing art, it can bring you wealth to do that and make you feel fulfilled. I brought along a coloring book so we can all experience art together. But there's a problem with this coloring book. It's completely blank. So does anybody have a darker colored crayon? If you can just hold it in the air. Perfect. Yes, absolutely. Darker colored crayon, perfect. Go ahead and hold it up and wave it around for me here. We're going to try and catch some of this artistic magic here. And let's take a look and see. All right, we're not quite done yet. We've got to finish the masterpiece here. So I'm going to have everybody hold their crayons up. We're going to wave them all together here. And let's see if we can create some art together. That's right. Hang on to the crayons for right now. I'll collect those later on. Another thing that comes to mind when I think about rich and wealth is history. What I want to show you is one of the oldest magic tricks that exists, and that's the cups and balls. We're going to have some fun here and enjoy the cups and balls together. So with the cups and balls, we use 3 cups and 3 balls. I'm going to take the balls one at a time. And of course, we go back to where they started, underneath. Now, we're going to take the center cup here. We're going to place it, the center ball on the center cup, and we're going to take the other cups and stack them on top of each other. If the energy is correct, we're going to see that that ball is going to pass through the cup and go back to the table. Let's see if we can do it with 2 cups. Now the third ball is the hardest. I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it into my pocket. With any luck, we're going to see that that goes back to leaving us with our 3 cups. You ready to have some fun? Let's take all of the balls here. We're going to place one underneath each cup. I'm going to take this ball. We're going to place it just like that. I'm going to take this ball here and place it over there. So if you're paying attention, how many balls underneath this cup? 0. That's right. How many balls underneath this cup? 3. Good. How many under this cup? Yeah, except for the tennis ball. But if you know anything about tennis, you never go with one tennis ball. You always take some extra. I started really diving into magic when COVID happened and we were all stuck home. And it started with me with playing cards. One of the things that I didn't know at the time was that I was going to start this journey down collecting tons of different playing cards. I have over 350 unique decks of playing cards. Now some of them, if any of you have a collection, some of your items are pretty valuable. I have some unique decks of cards that are hard to come by. But I also have some cards that are not even worth the paper that they're printed on, right? But the most important part about having a collection and where having a collection can bring you worth and value is the community evolved around the collection. So, you want to come up and help me out?
Me?
Yeah. Yes. You can leave your crayon there. Hang out right here for me. Are you familiar with playing cards?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and name your favorite card.
Queen of Hearts.
Queen of Hearts. I like it. This is the easy part of the trick because I gotta just find it and then. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take the Queen of Hearts and we're gonna have you sign it. Here's a Sharpie. Nice and big because we want to make sure we know that it's yours. And what was your name?
Eileen.
Eileen. Well, welcome. Thanks for helping me out. Wonderful. So we have our Queen of Hearts signed by Eileen. Yes, I'm going to take the Queen of Hearts and we're going to stick it into the middle of the pack, just like this. I'm going to push that in. Now, I watched a lot of Disney movies growing up, so if I wanted something to float to the top, there was two things I needed. The first one, pixie dust. Do you have pixie dust with you today? Yeah, thank you. The second thing is thinking happy thoughts. So we're going to think of your card, the Queen of Hearts, and we're going to think happy thoughts. We need everybody to help out here to see if we can get this card to float to the top. Everybody thinking happy thoughts? All right, perfect. Let's see if it worked. Yeah, it worked. Yeah. You can just take a look. Go ahead, take a look at the top card. See what it is. Now we're going to take this a step further. I'm going to take the Queen of Hearts here, and we're going to put it into the center of the pack, just like this. Now, it's in there, right? It's mixed in, it's not, just going to float to the top. That'd be crazy. That can only happen once. But I'm going to use the Three of Clubs. That's my favorite card. The Three of Clubs is going to help us out. So we're going to take the Three of Clubs. I think I've got an envelope here somewhere. Let me grab this envelope right here. There we go. And we're going to take the Three of Clubs and stick it into the envelope. And then go ahead and seal it up for me.
I didn't have to lick it.
Yeah, make sure that there's a card in there for me, okay? Now, what I'm going to do, what was my card? The Three of Clubs?
Yeah.
Three of Clubs, perfect. I'm glad you were paying attention. I'm clearly not. We're going to take that Three of Clubs. It's going to jump from that envelope, shoot through the pack of cards, and it's going to show up at the bottom. It's going to send one card back into the envelope. Do you have any idea what that card's going to be?
It better not be the Queen of Hearts.
It's going to be the Queen of Hearts. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we have the Three of Clubs right there. Go ahead and open up the envelope.
What?
Hold on for just one more moment here. I'm going to take that. We're going to stick it back into the middle of the pack here. And then what I'm going to do is you can set that down, and I just want you to start shuffling the cards here, okay? Can you do that? All right, perfect. Now, when most of us think about money, what do we think about? When we think about wealth, what do we think about? We think about cash, right? We think about dollar bills. So I usually always have a couple of dollars in here with me, just in case I need it. There's a couple other things that I keep with me. The other one is this. Anybody know what this is?
Bitcoin?
A Bitcoin. Yeah, you got it. Well, this isn't a real Bitcoin. This is a plastic token of a Bitcoin. But if you were one of the people who jumped on Bitcoin early on, you would be one of the wealthiest people here, right? And so I keep that just to think through, what would it be like if I actually had a Bitcoin? But the sad part about that is money's not everything, right?
Right.
When I think about gaining wealth, I think of the experiences that I get to do. I think of performing magic in front of all of you. I think of spending time with family and friends. I think of making others laugh, or it might be giving gifts, right? Especially this time of season. Go ahead and start looking through the cards for me. Let me know when you find your card. So that's what I want you all to think about right now, is what's that thing that brings you wealth? What's that thing that makes you rich? In my wallet, I keep another thing, and it's a playing card.
That was the Queen of Hearts.
What?
What?
That's crazy. What was it? The Queen of Hearts? I'll switch with you here. Thank you so much for bringing me some help today. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
You got it?
Yep.
So like I said, I want you to think about that just for a moment. What brings you up, especially during this time of year? Now, there's one last thing that I want to show you, but before I do that, when I'm done, I'll come around and collect all the crayons. I have some of those token Bitcoins, if you'd like, so that way you can use that as a piece to remember what brings you wealth. Okay? Perfect. So what I'm going to show you next, this is something that I've spent a lot of time on, and I'm very excited to share it with all of you. And I've performed this on many different stages, but it's the linking rings, and I hope you enjoy it. Are you ready? Thank you once again. My name is Rosewood. This is my illusion, and welcome to the American Museum of Magic. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening and a happy holiday.
In a town of shimmering lights, Rosewood spins his magic sights. Snowflakes dance with dreams so bright. Illusions weave through silent night.